And a reader wrote to the Washington Post for advice, saying her husband was upset that she wasn't more celebratory when he got home from a work trip. But she says she was on fumes after juggling the job, the house, and the kids while he was away. So who is in the right here?
Not the husband. Not the husband, I'll tell you that much. He was away, and listen, this is, my opinion here is absolutely fueled by the fact that I have been this mom. I have 2 young kids, so I understand her resentment. He was away for, he was away for 2 weeks for work. She was at home for 2 weeks, working, managing the kids, and managing the home. She had it much harder than he did. And there's a very simple answer here. All he had to do on the way home from the airport was say, honey, I can't wait to see you. I can't wait to see the kids. I'm gonna order dinner. When I get home, you go upstairs, you eat that dinner in silence, and you don't come back down.
Wow.
That would not only be helpful, it would be foreplay at this point.
Those are
Really?
Okay.
I feel different.
What do you think?
Wait, you feel different. You have a husband, you come home too.
Yeah,
How
I
do you
feel different
about
only
it?
in the sense of like, you can't be a mind reader. I know it's obviously really nice to take that first step, but it's like, you know, maybe you're both going through things. Maybe his work trip was stressful. It was all those things. So at the same time, you both want to be excited to see each other. And I know I was actually impacted by the Air Canada strike. I was away with my family in Edmonton. I was stuck, but I was there for extra days. And my husband was at home taking care of our cats, and he was working and taking care of the house.
Cats?
Our cats, our 2 cats.
Okay, cats, not kids.
kids.
Yeah.
Cats. Still hard.
That's clear. Nice.
And he did it on his own. But the first thing, like when I got home, the first thing he said to me was like, I'm so happy to see you. And he gave me a hug. He left a meeting, but he was still dealing with everything at home, but he took that time. And for me, I was like, oh, it's so special to have that. So I think in the case, like you have to communicate in that situation. Like, oh, you know, if they didn't react the way that you didn't want them, just be like, hey, it didn't feel great that you weren't like more excited to see me.
But does that go both ways? And I think you're gonna get, does that go both ways? That
Yeah.
he should have mind read his wife at home, being like, I see that you're working about 3 jobs.
Yeah, that's true too.
I listen. It's not a surprise that the 2 moms at the table feel the exact same
Very
way.
charged up. Very
Because
charged up.
The thing is, it is absolutely comes down to communication.
Yeah.
I absolutely agree. He comes home and he reads the situation as, wow, my wife is so rude. I've been gone and this is the welcome that I get. He comes home and she gets, thank God you're home. I need to go upstairs and have 2 seconds of peace because I've been up to my eyeballs for the last 2 weeks. So that is a miscommunication. The fact that they are both missing each other. I'm not gonna blame mom, but I also have to say, I'm not saying his work trip was all fun, but he was not carrying 6 other jobs at the same time.
Okay.
He just
Okay,
wasn't.
Can I just give a little different perspective?
Careful,
okay,
yeah.
I know, I'm like, the moms are very angry, so I'm gonna be very careful with my words, especially this one right here, because she's very close. Okay, so I live by myself. So when I go to work or when I go on a trip, I love coming home to the peace and I unpack my stuff and I order food and I love it, I turn my music on. And the only reason why I would get in a relationship would be to make my life better, to turn my house into a home. And that would mean that if I was living with somebody and I came home from a trip, I would expect them to make me feel even better than I do when I come home to my own house. So I would like, I'm not saying you shouldn't help, but I'm saying we're talking salutations here. We're not talking about what you're gonna do for the next 2 weeks to make up for the fact that you were gone for 2 weeks. Just greet me with a smile, because we're partners, we're in this together, and I just got back and I was just going through stuff at the airport. I know you don't care, but just a hug and a smile, we're glad to see you home. Or else, in my mind, what am I doing this for?
Sorry, I'm on Team Mom on this one. That was a good try, Andrea.
I'm not coming home to grumpiness, why? I can live by myself. I can do bad all by myself, baby.
You know what? Here's the fix. She needs to go away for 2 weeks.
Oh, there you go. That's a good solution.
But
And
now
not a
we're
work
doing
trip.
tit for
Not a work
tat.
trip.
Yeah. But now we're doing tit for tat.
That's the only
Oh,
way
well,
he'll get it.
Too bad, so sad.
Oh my.
Hey, you, come a bit closer. We've got so many more must-see interviews, spicy debates, lifestyle tips, and pop culture moments. So subscribe to our channel by tapping the logo below and don't miss out.